My name's Jeff Anderson, and I'm a Technology Development Manager in the Office of Translation to Practice here at Mayo Clinic. That's an office within the Center for Clinical and Translational Sciences. The paper we're discussing today is Translation to Practice, Accelerating the Cycle of Innovation to Impact, and it describes some of the best practices that we've discovered over the last 3 years of the existence of our office.
Hi, my name is Andrew Badley. I'm the Director of the Office of Translation to Practice. And as Dr. Anderson just mentioned, this article discusses some of the approaches we've taken towards translating scientific discoveries made at Mayo into products which improve patient lives. The genesis of this office and the genesis of the article is that there are distinct skill sets required from running a lab and making an innovation to applying that to patient care. And it is the intent of our office to bridge that gap. We've done so with a variety of resources and skills. First and foremost is Jeff and his colleagues, who are all PhD level technology transfer associates. Their job is to partner with our investigators to move these projects down the line towards application into patients. To do so depends really on what your technology is. So if it's a drug, you have one set of skills that's required. If it's a device, that's a different set of skills. And so our office has worked to create strategic partners that we require to move these along the line. Using the hypothetical case of drug discovery, we've created significant partnerships with a variety of drug discovery groups that can bridge the gap from target identification to setting up a high throughput screen to identifying a hit in a high throughput screen and doing drug activity relationships to identify how to maximize the activity of your leads, and that's a process called hit to lead. When we have compounds that we think are worthy of translating into patients and require partnerships with pharma partners, we bring into the discussion our colleagues at Mayo Clinic Ventures. They're responsible for all licensing activities, but we work very closely with them to identify a licensing partner that we can work effectively with to truly maximize the value and utility of our assets.
Fantastic. You know, and something you said there really caught my attention, and it really is about putting together the right team. And in the paper we discuss a lot about who the different components of that team might be. Really in our office and as part of the Center for Clinical and Translational Science, very much focused on team science and finding that correct team for the product at hand to be developed. Sometimes the right team members are internal partners, and we've done a lot here at Mayo Clinic to make sure we facilitate internal partnerships and internal collaborations. And then sometimes the best partner is external, and you reach out to external partnerships and external collaborators and pull them in to help along with that process. So
the genesis of this office begins about 5 years ago and really reflects the vision of research leaders at Mayo Clinic and Mayo Clinic itself, allowing us to identify the need and fund this office to create these resources. However, the translation of a scientific discovery to patient application has often been referred to as the valley of death. It still is the valley of death. Fortunately, however, we've been able to come up with some unique funding mechanisms internal to Mayo that allows this translation to occur. We've also been able to work with our partners at the University of Minnesota to create a state-funded activity to translate discoveries into patients. That's called the Translational Product Development Fund, and we work very closely with leaders in the CTSA at the University of Minnesota to accomplish that.
yeah, and even with those enabling initiatives, the different mechanisms that we've developed and have put in place to try to assist these products to move forward, even those are based in that team science and putting together the right team. So even those are partnerships, be it with internal entities here at Mayo or with the state of Minnesota and our partners up at the University of Minnesota. And really that is the common theme, I think, through everything we're doing is that focus on partnerships.
To date, we've had a number of successes. With our drug development activities, we have 3 or 4 lead compounds right now, which are at the stage of being incorporated into a business structure to develop them for ultimate use in patients. We've been able to successfully develop a number of products, and a number of companies have resulted as a consequence to these activities. And so this is going to contribute to not only enhancing patient care, but enhancing novel revenue streams for Mayo and Mayo Clinic.
Right. And so I guess looking forward, we feel like we've had some good success in these past 3 years. We're very proud of that. But recognize that we have much more work to do in the future. Scaling is going to be a critical consideration, and we hope to have much more success as we move forward.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
We hope you found this presentation from the content of Mayo Clinic Proceedings valuable. Our journal's mission is to promote the best interests of patients by advancing the knowledge and professionalism of the physician community. If you are interested in more information about us, our homepage is www.mayoclinicproceedings.org. There you will find access information for our social media content, such as additional videos on our YouTube channel or journal updates on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter. More information about healthcare at Mayo Clinic is available at www.mayoclinic.org. This video content is copyrighted by Mayo Foundation for Medical Education and Research.